my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare.
Sorry about that. That was really weird. Something was on that wasn't supposed to be on. I'm not exactly sure what the hell just happened, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. As usual, good morning to everybody. If I could get a sound check real quick, that would be super duper pooper scooper. We're going to wait for a few more people to get flood in here before we get too deep into this and get this microphone into a little bit different spot that may or may not be better. And I feel like I really need to rebuild this whole configuration that has these things. I want to get one of those mics that come up from the bottom instead of from down from the top. But this one wasn't cheap anyway. So let's see. All right, so it looks like my sound is 5x5. We are good to go there. And as we roll into the mighty rumbles, what do we got? Let me move that on that screen. Looks like we've got currently 8-6. So this is not a topic that people give a crap about. Okay, Super Friday. Happy Friday, guys. Hopefully you guys have a nice weekend planned. I plan on being on the road most of the weekend. Going to go see some family, eat some good food, mow a big property. If you know me, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's see. Screw it. Let's go. Let's get it started. What do we got here? We got YouTube on the YouTube side. We got Cindy. Cindy updated her membership. Very smart young lady. I appreciate you. And you will see if we'll just say you'll get to continue to play in November with the rest of the big boys. It looks like I'm not sure if Cindy is considered first or not. Is there a star? I can star that. Can I click on that? There's like a star. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so Jordan first, and the lamb is the light. Good morning. I don't recognize you. Welcome to the live stream. I love seeing new people. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Light Raider number 2. And who we got here? Cindy. Cindy is deterred, possibly first. I just can't tell because of the way the way the chat is set up. Let's see here. And then obviously we're going to go and we're going to pop Cindy in there as our new member, who's not really a new member. She's just upgraded her member status. I'm kind of curious, Cindy, did it put you back to green or were you always green? I can't remember. We got Jordan's in. We got Light Raider. Who else we got here? The Lamb is the light is in the house. Sorry, Lamb, are you safe? Do you have food? Oh, let's see here. I live in the demolished area 15 minutes east of Asheville. It looks like a nuclear bomb hit. Yes. Lamb, we're kind of monitoring the situation that's going on there. I know that Grindstone Ministries is operating right on the Tennessee, North Carolina border, but those are the only people that we actually have contact. I know Pinball Prepper supposedly sent a convoy out there. Honestly, I have not watched any of that whatsoever. I don't really watch of lots of other preppers. So, we got Cool Colt. Good morning. And hopefully the Lamb is the light. Hopefully everything is going as well as can be expected for you. Let's see here. Because I've been prepared. This is a story. I'm going to put you up there, Lamb of the Light. I don't normally do that for non-members, Jordan, because I've been preparing for 5 years. We almost have everything. We've been still no water. My people around here are absolute. Oh, I believe it. I think water and Lamb of the Light. If you didn't know this, water is my number one prep. It is my number one preaching point. So yeah. Let's see here. Light Raider says, I'm in, looks like Spartanburg visiting. I see a lot of local reporting on the destruction that is not covered by the news. Oh, yeah. The news is not covered. Guys, if you were in the live stream last night for the members only live stream, that's right. We actually do one once a week. Hint, hint. Then you know that I kind of went on a little bit of a rant about how the U.S. government has pissed all of its money away that is supposed to be helping people like this on putting people who shouldn't be here in hotels and giving them debit cards and things of that nature. Hint, hint. We're too early in the live stream for me to go on a full-on name-by-name rant because the YouTube algorithm will shut me down. By the way, yesterday's live stream got shadow banned, like just got it hit around 1,800 views, which is unheard of for one of my live streams. And flatlined me just like that. Just completely flatlined me, took me off the scope. It was it's pretty sad, but today is not about me. Today is about you guys. Lamb says, my family's safe. I'm having trouble getting one of my son's prescriptions. Yeah, exactly. You know, there's so many. God, I hate that. There's so many lessons to be learned, but the problem is that the people who have to learn these lessons are suffering. I feel I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let's see here. Bradley Collins just showing up, just sneaking in here before he runs off to a meeting. Let us know, bro. Let's see here. Sounds like you need to start knocking on doors, checking on your neighbors. Well, the problem is most of the neighbors' doors are gone. Is it a common med? Where are we at here? Good morning, Brad. Bob, good to see you. No meeting today. Bradley says no meeting today, but we're in the hospital for neck procedure. About time for her to head back. Looks like she may have relief for 6 to 12 hours. Nice. I like it. Let's see here. There's a lot of supplies headed your way. Then we got a lot of people. Beecher showing up here. And let's see. Debbie showed up. Good to go. West Virginia Pappy. Sup. All right. So it looks like the numbers are changing, which is for the good. It's 23-16. Over on the Rumble side, we got Andy, who is number 1. JB, the 25th. You are deuces. Number 2. You are first. Number 2. At all levels is let. Andy says our government at all levels is letting us down again. I believe it. I believe it. One thing to have sunshine to run solar generator. Imagine that. There you go, Lamb of the Light. Good to go. And welcome to the stream. Okay, so if we go to the YouTube poll we threw up there, I actually had another brand in there, but I realized I might be like, I know there are other brands out there, but I was curious as to what you guys are using. And the question is, which emergency food company do you trust most for long-term storage? We're talking about freeze-dried. We're talking about 25-year shelf life type food, things like that. Augustin Farms is winning at 42%. Excuse me. Ready Wise at 17%. Legacy, which is actually a company. I'll talk to you guys about that. I am not an affiliate. And I put other because I think it was like Ready Go or Ready One was the next one that's actually like really, really good, but it's expensive. And then, obviously there's other ones that people like. There's one out there that I absolutely hate. I've actually taken it off my list. So you won't hear me talking about it, but it is what it is. Road Rage says, my buddy in Asheville says invasions are happening at gunpoint left and right. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true. Like I told the members, I'd contemplated going on one of these missions yesterday, and just basically talking to the girlfriend, weighing things out. And the first thing on their gear list is EDC with firearm. So, I don't think that these people are going to learn until somebody meets double odd buck. I don't think they're going to learn. But so far, Augustin Farms is winning the poll at 50%. So let's go ahead and take a sip of coffee and get into it. If you guys want to continue to talk about that stuff, I think that is fine. By doing so, you're actually helping me with the algorithm and my chat rate. But obviously, let's stay on point. I will stay on point. You guys keep doing what you want to do. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, Cindy's got something that's pertinent here. Wicked Prepared did a taste test with several brands. Ready Wise did the worst for taste, texture, etc. on most variety. Here's what I will tell you about Ready Wise. And we're going to cover some of this. It's actually kind of long. A lot of information has to come out here, and we're already 10 minutes deep into this. But it's subjective. It's absolutely subjective. I fed my girlfriend some beef stroganoff from what's the one? Walmart, Mountain House. From Mountain House. She loved it. I thought it was awful. So it's very subjective. So All right, so getting right into it, an important and compelling point regarding the need for long-term food storage, especially in the event of large-scale catastrophic SHTF scenario, which we are currently seeing in the Appalachia area. The idea of needing a year's worth of food is daunting for many. But when you break it down into a strategic and manageable process, it becomes a lot more attainable. Man, I got something in my throat here. I got a little tickle. Now, here are a few thoughts on the concept, both for newcomers and experienced preppers. If you're new to the stream, I say some stuff, you write some stuff, I talk about the stuff you write. So don't be shy. So number one, why a year's supply? I normally talk about 3 months, but I'm starting to move up to a year's supply because the situation is getting worse. A year's worth of food is rooted in the fact that any major disruption, whether it's social, economic, environmental, or otherwise, could render grocery stores and supply chains unusable for extended periods. We're already seeing that at the grocery stores that are in Asheville, completely empty. No trucks can get in. Given the connectiveness of global trade and our reliance on just-in-time delivery systems, a severe disruption would quickly lead to shortages like what we're seeing. 1 year ensures you can weather not only the initial shock, but also the extended period of rebuilding. We're seeing this, this is a lesson that should be getting learned by these people. I just hope that the ones that are getting wiped out right now are not going to go back to their old ways, because it's just not smart. The second thing is breaking down the challenge. We got to talk about caloric intake, storage, and rotation of stock. As I mentioned, basically you need, for a year, for one person, you need 75,000 calories per person per year. And it's a rough estimate for survival. This breaks down to about 2,000 calories per day, which is enough to sustain moderate activity levels. Then you need storage space. A key concern for many is the space needed. While it's true that a closet won't cut it, there are creative storage options such as under beds, in closets, or using bulk food storage containers. Oh, there it is. Time to drink. Ugh. This is going to be a long one, guys. Bulk storage containers that fit into unused spaces. Now, rotating that stock, even if you don't face a SHTF event, it's always smart to rotate the stock. This way, food never goes to waste and you stay in a constant state of readiness. Would you know falls and what I'll be correcting? Would you all like to know what fails and I would, start typing it out, Lamb. Start typing it out. Make them thumbs work. So, number three, cheap versus expensive options. That's something we need to think about. The budget-friendly basics, staples like rice, beans, pasta, and wheat are cost-effective and store well long-term. These can form the backbone of your supply and provide essential calories. And then there's diversification. As mentioned, a diversified food supply is recommended. And this may include canned goods, dehydrated fruits and vegetables, and freeze-dried meals. While these options cost more upfront, they offer variety and longer shelf life. And then there's the psychological benefits. It's not just about survival. There's peace of mind that comes from knowing you can weather a storm. The security of having food on hand eliminates much of the panic that accompanies crisis. This sense of control can be empowering rather than fear-inducing, making self-reliance more of a lifestyle choice rather than a reactionary move. And, we were talking about it a second ago. What about security? We're mentioning food, water, and security. It's water, food security, as critical elements of preparedness. While a year's worth of food is essential, having a plan for water filtration and purification as well as personal security cannot be overlooked. The reality is that in a true SHTF situation, resources may become scarce, and protecting what you've stockpiled becomes as important as having it in the first place. I'm going to go to the chat right now, guys. And the reason I'm going to do that, because I think it's ironic that the way I've written this out today for you guys, that it's actually happening in the chat. Okay. And the things that people are talking about is, I prepared for 5 years. If they come around, they're not going to like it. That's security. We know what that is. And our big problem is water. Okay. So I think it's ironic that that's the last thing that we just talked about. I'm going to go to the chat real quick because I see it rolling a little bit. And then I know that Lamb said that she was going to put something in there about it. Space for bugging out and the weight of massive calories of food are very difficult. Very true, which is a lot of reasons why people use buckets because they could easily load up a trailer and then roll out. If there is a plan, then you're going to be okay. But if you a mentality that your preps are everywhere, that's, basically I have a giant room that is my pantry, and I call it my pantry because I keep all my preps there. Okay. And then I just go in there and get what I want, keep a record, and then go shopping later as I need it, Laser, I'm sorry. Yeah, Laser, you are deterred. And Paradigm Shift, good morning. Talking to my Rumble friends. Anyway, but the buckets make it very easy to be very mobile, okay? And knowing what you have and an ability to move it to become mobile is key if that's what needs to happen. In the particular case of what happened there in the Appalachia area, if you had enough trigger warnings, which you should have been paying attention to if you were a prepper, and then you had a plan to bug out. And part of that plan would be to load up a trailer or a truck or something to carry everything that you needed out of there, or maybe a place that was further away from that zone. Then you were probably living high on the hog right now. Okay. More than likely that did not happen. I won't even chastise people for being stuck in this, but 5 days before that hurricane hit Appalachia, they said that there would be a record 26 inches of rain. I wonder who ran. All right, so let's see here. Let's see. Space for bugging out and weight. That's what we were just talking about. Did you say 75,000 calories? Might want to change that. No, it's 750,000 calories. Okay. For an entire year per person. And it's a rough estimate. So let's see here. Robin Teresa in Appalachia. Hopefully you guys are safe. Our daughter was special needs and food choices are limited for her. I'm not so much worried about our intake as hers. Yes, that's the diversity section of preparing for long-term food storage. Chocolate is my favorite prep. Cindy, you're absolutely right. And I think everybody should have some because chocolate rarely goes bad. As long as you don't let it melt down to nothing. Stay away from get the dark chocolate. Stay away from the milk chocolate. The milk chocolate will eventually go rancid to a point. Also, think about freeze-dried treats. There is freeze-dried chocolate, freeze-dried ice cream, and thanks to several very ingenious people in the preparedness community, freeze-dried Skittles, which are absolutely to die for. Let's see here. Road rage. I've been ready for this moment for a long time, convincing others as well. Some still call me batshit. I bet they don't call you batshit now. I bet they don't say that now, road rage. Pemmican. Yes, pemmican. That's a survival food. Let's see here. But here's the thing about pemmican. There's a little bit of skill level necessary to make it. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not overly difficult, but you can actually buy pre-made survival bricks that you just chew on. Okay. And they can come to you via Amazon. So, and they're probably not as good for you as pemmican. But I'm just saying. Let's see here. The Lamb of Light says, be extremely organized. New extension cords, okay, new water hoses and sprayers, get containers and toilet plungers to wash clothes, emergency apps ready on phone if it works. I see emergency apps. I've told you guys, there are apps that actually do work. They do things. So even if your phone doesn't work or you don't have any cell service. The light. Morning all, 28 degrees this morning. Pulling out my cold weather gear. Glad to have it this live in the background. Oh, I got you. So you're listening to us in the background. Thank you, the light. Where are you located at that it's 28 degrees? Because if that's Celsius, you are not comfortable. And if that is if that's Fahrenheit, you need a jacket. Well, it's cold weather care. I'm joking. Anyway, so tell us where you are, the light, and make sure you subscribe. Let's see here. Keep preps in multiple locations. Absolutely. Want to pop that on there. West Virginia Pappy. West Virginia Pappy, I thought you had a membership, bro. Huh. Interesting. Where are we at here? What has worked? My inventory of preps, spring fed water ready to use, practice running solar generator before. There you go. I like it. Jordan says, I have to put a water pump in my prep to get water out of the streams and rivers. Yes. They actually make the if you have a stream that has enough current or flow, should I say, then you can. They actually make ones that are current powered, but a good old sump pump will work just fine. Believe it or not, you might just make sure you filter that water. Cindy says lots of dog food to take with 200-pound dogs. They go with me. Gotcha. 24 inside and only 9 likes. Come on. Yeah. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Hit that like button for me, guys. It helps. It actually helps. The chat is really helping, to be honest with you, but the likes actually do bring more people in. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate it. Cool Colt says, I use buckets and have totes on standby for the shelved rotation items. I think for my mobile, I had moved off to some totes for mobile stuff. But what I found is once you put, a buttload of rice or a buttload of beans in one of these totes, they almost become immovable. It's kind of weird how heavy a tote gets when you start to fill it with all of these heavy staple foods. So going back to buckets makes it easier to move. But yeah, still totes still. Matter of fact, the price of totes have come down. You can now actually get a good tote from Lowe's for about $10 now. Let's see. Another thing I'll be getting is paper maps. Good. Books with how to do things. Good. Any freeze-dried candy is good. There you go, Cindy. Road Rage says, get a CB radio if possible. Yes, we've talked about CB radios many times. They're a solid tool. I don't know how well they would work in the emergency recovery part of a storm, but it's a tool, man. It's a tool. They're cheap and they work. Let's see here. The light says, I live on an old pine plantation in the North Woods out of a converted shed to cabin, or as I call it, a shabin, going on 2 years with no electric, water, or plumbing. That's awesome. But where are you? I mean, we don't want your address. Just give us a state, bro, or a country or something. Don't even say USA. I've seen old people with buckets going down into a creek for water. Absolutely true. It'll happen. Rice and beans are a bucket item. True, because they have a bit of weight. Let's see here. Water pump, you need to be pretty specific to your individual needs or resources. Dolly the second. Bradley Collins says, Dolly the second most important prep next to actual preps. Okay. Communication is my Achilles heel. I never realized how crucial it is. And then Dolly check. Yeah, dollies are nice. The only problem is if you have an item, okay, that isn't easily moved without a dolly, then what happens when you lose your dolly? And God forbid you got like tires on the dial, or your the inflatable tires on the dolly, and now those inflatable tires aren't working for some reason. Maybe they went through a hot or cold spell in your garage, and now they have cracked rubber. It does happen. So, all right, so we've burned through that chat, and we haven't even got a quarter through here. Dog and wagon. There you go. What about come-alongs and slings for heavy debris removal? There you go. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and carry on here. So, we've got 23 votes in the chat. I see people are being conservative. That is fine because we haven't relayed all the information for the chat just yet. So, start today. The key takeaway here is that it's never too late to start, even if it's just setting aside a few cans a week or buying extra bags of rice. Small actions add up over time. By integrating food storage into your routine, it becomes less overwhelming and more of a natural progression towards sustainability and preparedness. Now, let's go to the chat. We've got 23 votes, 57% for Augustin Farm, 26% for Other, 13% for ReadyWise, and 4% for Legacy. So people know who Legacy is. That's good. That's good. Also, I'm going to look at the Rumble. Paradigm Ship, I found freeze-dried candles at the dollar store, but $7 for a small bag. I say no way. Oh, $7 freeze-dried candies. Well, freeze-dried candy is very expensive. It's a niche item. Most of the time, you buy it, put it on the shelf, and forget about it. But they are delicious, so most people don't forget about it. So if you're going to do freeze-dried, honestly, if you own a freeze dryer, make your own freeze-dried candy. It's just that easy. Because it is expensive. Let's see here. Solid trees save lives. And you really do need cash. This place that are open only take cash. Banks are closed 100%. These all sound like things like that preppers do. Lamb is the light. Well, these all sound like things preppers do. Okay, so the next thing we need to talk about is I've compiled a short list, okay, of companies and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of background on them because I constantly get, and I hear it too in the preposphere where they're talking about how, oh, well, it's all made in the same factory. They just put another label on. I literally listened to another set of preppers talking about the same exact thing yesterday on one of their live streams, saying the same exact words. And it just goes to show they don't know what they're talking about. It's just that easy. There is no doubt in my mind that there are certain brands that are all made in the same place that have the same everything, but they have different labels on them. But it's not possible if you know the history of the company. And I think if you're going to buy a product that you're going to use to try and save your life, you should probably know a few things about it. So when it comes to selecting the best emergency survival food companies, it's essential to consider those that have proven themselves reliable over the years. Many companies have entered the market recently, but there's value in choosing those that have been around for a significant time, as longevity often signals quality products, dependable services, and sound business practices. Now, I've been a consumer in the emergency preparedness market for about 15 years ish. And during that time, I've learned a lot about what works and doesn't work. While there's plenty of companies that offer survival food, I've narrowed down my list of those I trust based on my own experience and those of others in the preparedness community. So I'll not only list the top companies, but also provide tips for those who may be considering their first purchases of emergency food. This guide will help you to make more informed decisions, from understanding packaging options to choosing the right serving sizes and calorie counts for your needs, and some tips before you purchase from survival food companies. Now, when purchasing emergency food, there are a few key factors in mind, the way the food is packaged, its shelf life, nutritional content, and how it fits into your overall preparedness plan. They're all important aspects to consider. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this. Tom likes Mountain House. Tom likes Mountain House. For those of you that are watching this on the replay crew, do me a favor, put the kind of long-term food that you like or that you trust, you believe will survive. You'll survive from it. Put it in the chat. Post it in the chat, should I say, in the comments while we're doing this live, guys. If you want to, put it in the chat now. Just go ahead, type your favorite. Type what you believe is going to be the number one thing. All right, so let's talk about packaging types. Emergency foods come in a variety of packaging, each with its own advantages for long-term storage. Now, first is number 10 cans. These large metal cans, approximately 6 inches in diameter and 7 inches tall, are a popular choice for storing freeze-dried or dehydrated foods. The shelf life can range from 5 years to decades, depending on the food inside and storage conditions. Most companies clearly state the expected shelf life, which is helpful for long-term planning. Now, if we roll on to buckets and pails, some companies sell their food in large, airtight plastic buckets, which can contain individual sealed meals or bulk foods. The food inside is often packaged with oxygen absorbers, which extend its shelf life. This option is great for those looking to store large quantities of food that can easily be stacked or stored. Then you've got Mylar bags. These the foil sealed pouches are another common packaging option. They're lightweight, compact, and convenient for short-term emergency use or camping trips. Mylar bags may also be nitrogen flushed and sealed with oxygen absorbers to preserve freshness for longer periods. Now, with that said, let's consider serving sizes and calories. Many emergency food companies advertise the number of servings in their products, but it's crucial to understand what those servings translate to in terms of calories. Calories are the true measure of how long the food will sustain you. For example, a bucket might boast 30 servings, but if each serving is only 300 to 400 calories, that may only last 6 days at a 2,000 calorie per day diet. It's essential to calculate how many calories you'll need to stay healthy and energized. On average, an adult needs around 60,000 calories per month, but this can vary depending on age, gender, activity level, and body size. And a pro tip here. When purchasing emergency food, look closely at both the serving sizes and the calories per serving. Product may seem like a good deal based on the number of servings, but you could end up needing more to meet your calorie requirements. There it is. Time to drink. All right. So now, next thing, try before you buy in bulk. Okay. Don't go crazy. And before you invest in a large quantity of food, it's a good idea to try a smaller sample of the product. Taste can vary between brands, and the last thing you want is to stockpile food that you or your family can't tolerate. Cook a meal and see if it meets your expectations in terms of flavor and nutritional count. And another tip is to look for sample packs or smaller kits before committing to larger purchases. This can help you identify any potential issues with taste, ingredients, or texture. Some people really get messed up by texture. All right, let's see here. Grand Transverse here. Gotcha. Watching the People's Republic. Cuckfee showed up. I guess I should probably look at the chat. You guys have been typing some stuff here. Let's see. Mountain House. I've been keeping freeze-dried ice cream since the 80s. Love your video on the 72-hour kit with review. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. Brad's taking off. Have a good day. She out, and we are going to get out of here for a bit. I'll catch up and finish it later. Let's see here. Make sure you have a bucket wrench or two. That's solid. If you're going to run buckets, you need a bucket wrench. But you can also buy gamma seals, which kind of remove the need for the bucket wrench. But yes, bucket wrenches are important. The light says, I keep rabbits and deer friendly, so I get hungry, they will pretty much jump into the pot for me. Only one hen survived the weird weather pattern. Summer, though, coyotes came around daylight 50 foot in front of me. Yeah. Well, Shoot 'em. Let's see here. I have 6 buckets of ready hour with individual packages. Got you. Got you, Road Rage. Let's see. Can you order sample packs? I don't know. I honestly don't know, Jordan. That may be something I need to look into. I mean, companies send for stuff, they send it to me. But sample packs. I've never seen a sample pack you can order. I think what I was referencing is buying like the bags. You can buy like the variety packs, you know what I'm saying? And try them all out. Now it may cost you $50, but it can be done. And that's what I was referring to. Mystery boxes. The mystery boxes. Matter of fact, we need to do that drawing for the mystery LPs, tactical and non-tactical mystery box of stuff. Something like that. We need to do that. Matter of fact, I probably need to find that video and make sure everybody has let me do that now. Let me do that right now. We are halfway through this, so I think we're doing okay. YouTube, I need to click that button. That is not the button I wanted, but it is what it is. YouTube, push that button. We're going to push that button. I'm going to go find that video for y'all. Where are we at here? YouTube Studio. Let me find that video. I've been making a lot of videos lately. Hurricane. That's the kit. Mystery box giveaway. That was from yes, is that at September 25th? I think that's it. Let me see here. Yeah. Yeah. Watch on YouTube. Let me make sure this is it. All right, let's see here. Yeah, this is it. All right, so mystery box giveaway, completely free. There's 2 stipulations, but I'm going to put that in the chat for everybody. And if you have not signed up for the mystery box, you need to watch that video and you need to follow the rules. All right, let's see here. Most companies will send one-time samples, contact them directly. Yes. Okay, let's see here. So I work in Coppersville on a very legendary farm, cows milking. I live 10 miles north of there. Gotcha, cuck. Okay, all right. So the next thing we need to do is examine the ingredients list. When reviewing survival food products, check the ingredients list. Some products are heavy on carbohydrates and light on protein, which may not provide balanced nutrition in an emergency. Protein is crucial for muscle repair and overall health. So look for foods that offer a good mix of micronutrients, the carbs, the fats, and the proteins. And a little tip on that is to be mindful of artificial ingredients, fillers, and preservatives. Some companies offer clean, non-GMO, and additive-free products, which are better for long-term health. Now, then what we need to do is we need to talk about, let's check the chat real quick. Right now, it is Augustin Farms, 50%. Other is 35, ReadyWise 12, and Legacy at 4. So let's talk about these companies. Let's take a closer look at some of the best emergency survival food companies. These companies have been around for years, are well reviewed within the preparedness community, and offer a range of products to suit various needs. Whether you're new to prepping or a seasoned pro, these companies provide dependable options for building or supplementing your emergency storage. Now, I did the legwork, so you don't have to. So freaking pay attention. All right, let's see. Beware of anything with oils in them. Yeah, well, most freeze-dried food, it doesn't have any oil in it because, yeah. All right, number 1 on my list, guys, is Augustin Farms. They've been around since 1998. They're located in Salt Lake City. Augustin Farms has been a trusted name in emergency food storage for over 2 decades. They offer a wide variety of products, including bulk grains, freeze-dried foods, and emergency food number 10 cans and buckets. Their product line is extensive, covering anything from soups and vegetables to protein sources and dairy alternatives. One of their standout products is their milk powder. which is highly rated for its taste and versatility. Many preppers rely on Augustin Farms for long-term food storage due to their quality and variety of their offerings. They're a great choice for building a diversified food storage plan. I am an Augustin Farms affiliate. That's not why I rated them number one. I rated them number one because they're number one. It's that easy. Now, what I will tell you is that you probably need to understand that unless you're buying in bulk from them, you are going to pay through the nose for shipping. It is a problem that they have. It's been told to them several times, and I love their products, but do not buy them from their website. I'll tell you right now, do not buy them from their website because you can buy them on Amazon, pay the same, if not less, and get the shipping for free. So there's your hack of the day. If you don't watch anything else about this video, link in the description, you'll be able to see that that is what's going to happen. Okay. All right. So the next thing is ReadyWise. Now, they've been around since 2009. You know, they're also based in Salt Lake City. ReadyWise has become one of the most popular survival food companies, largely thanks to their variety packs, food buckets. You know, these buckets are often filled with individual packed meals that are easy to prepare and store, making them an excellent option for those who want convenience and versatility. I am not an affiliate for ReadyWise, so you know that. For those looky-loos that pop in, I am not an affiliate for ReadyWise. ReadyWise products have earned a reputation for being budget-friendly and widely available, especially through major online retailers like Amazon, link in the description. They also offer gluten-free options, which can be essential for people with dietary restrictions. When choosing ReadyWise products, be sure to calculate the number of calories per serving to determine how long the food will last. All right, let's see here. Number 3. Peak Refuel. I didn't put them on the list or on the poll because a lot of people haven't heard of these guys. They've been around since 2018. You know, although a new player in the market, Peak Refuel has has quickly gained a reputation for high quality freeze-dried meals, particularly among outdoor enthusiasts. Located in Fork, Utah, they focus on a single pack meals that are ideal for camping, hiking, or emergency preparedness. What sets Peak Fuel apart, and listen to me carefully because people, you know, it's like you get what you pay for. Okay. So what sets them apart is their high protein content. Many of their meals include more meat and protein than those of other competitors, making them a great option for anyone who prioritizes muscle recovery and nutrition. While their products are on the market, their focus on high quality ingredients justifies the cost. Pastor Realty, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. All right. So, and number 4 on the list is Legacy. And I put, they've been around since, whoa, my live stream just did something very, very weird. I don't know what you're seeing right now. Am I getting choppy, guys? Because my screen just went black for a second. Weird. Make sure I'm sure you can hear me. It was a glitch, the glitch in the matrix. So, but you guys are hearing me okay and seeing me okay right now? Burp. You are back. Okay, good. All right. So Legacy has been around since 2009. Legacy Food Storage, also based in Salt Lake City, offers premium survival foods kits that focus on high quality ingredients. Their products are non-GMO, free of MSG and artificial flavors, and designed for long-term storage. One of the highlights of Legacy products is their value in terms of calories per dollar. They offer a good balance of cost and nutrition, making them a proper choice among preppers who want to maximize their investment. Now, with that said, let's go to the chat real quick here. I want to see what we got. Rolling up. Augustin Farms is my favorite. Yes. The woman with let's see here. Smokers need to stock up on tobacco and weed. Well, that's not a priority. Let's see here. Do you ever order from the LDS store in Utah? No, I have not. I've been meaning to, but I'll be honest with you, Amazon makes it so easy. And frankly, people just kind of forget about it. I mean, unless it's like what you're doing, you know, I've got once you buy like once you have like a year's worth of freeze-dried food, it's like, why am I buying this? You know what I'm saying? When do I rotate it? You know, do I wait 25 years and rebuy it again? What's my plan? I buy just little by little, and it just becomes so easy to do that, you know, I just honestly, I just don't think about it, Tom. I think it's a great idea. If you're on the replay crew, if you're watching this, put it in the comments. LDS, give me a link, something. I mean, probably it may not let you, but buy from the LDS store or something. You know. Let's see here, Viking Queen. Yeah, we did that. Quite a few companies push buyers to bulk purchase through purchasing U.S. plastics, and I think Paracord Planet do it. I got you, Talking. Good to see you. Miss Melody, good to see you. I have tried Augston Farms banana chips, potatoes, and powder butter. All three are delicious. I know. I can't. My very first video I ever did on the banana chips, I ended up eating them all. None of them went into my preps. I just ate them all. The butter doesn't melt down like regular butter, but it's great for mixing in or spreading on food. Yes. And that's just it. It's just an alternative way of getting the things into your diet that you want. I'm not a fan of their cheese mix because it doesn't you can't make nachos with it very good, because that's why I thought I bought it. But it's great if you're mixing cheese into something that you're cooking. You obviously you hydrate it and then you mix it into whatever you're cooking, and now you have the cheese in whatever you're cooking. So, let's see, Arkansas mountains glitch, got you. Burp. Let's see here. Comms are good. Glitch for me too. Had to leave and come back. Working fine now. LD is great for components, cheap shipping. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to look into it, Tom. I'm going to look into it. But like I said, at a certain point, I have so much that it's like, why am I buying this? I could be spending money on something else right now. So what is the worst brand to buy to stay away from? Cool Colt just wants to cut to the chase. All right. So Cool Colt is a member, and membership has its privileges. In my personal opinion, and I'm not even going to be humble about it. I'm not even going to say in my humble opinion. In my personal opinion, Mountain House is the worst. And I'm going to tell you why. I actually did a video about 3 years ago on Mountain House. It was a taste test. And it was like chicken teriyaki, I think, because I love teriyaki. And I'm trying to figure out how you screw that up. But basically following the instructions and cooking, it tasted like hot dog water. The whole meal tasted like hot dog water. I've had several meals from Mountain House. The beef stroganoff is not bad, but it always has like this unfinished, unfully hydrated texture to it that I just don't like. Now, here's the stink. Mountain House is the oldest freeze-dry company in the preppers. Freeze-dried food since 1968, which leads me to wonder why they don't make the best food there is, why they have not got off their guff and said, let's fix this and let's fix this and this tastes bad, let's make this a better taste, let's modernize, let's upgrade. What movie is that from? Put it in the chat. Do you guys know what that is? Upgrade. I'll be interested to see if anybody puts that in the chat. The 1968 guys, they've been around since, and they're not the best. How is that possible? That means that they're satisfied with low quality. Okay. They're satisfied with their big Walmart contract. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it is what it is. Nope, it's not Johnny 5. It's not Short Circuit. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. It was the name of a pimp. Tell us what you really think about Four Patriots. Okay, so Four Patriots. They're okay. They're okay. They're not in my top 4. But But there's a lot of companies out there that I didn't cover that do a great job, but they're just not in my top four. There you go. Catitude wrong. Oops, got it right. It's idiocracy. It's idiocracy. It was the hooker's pimp's name. Upgrade. All right, let's see here. But the you know, guys, I actually to make videos for My Patriot Supply. And their food is not bad, but their food, you know how I started this video with like, they're all made in the same place? There are 3 companies that I know of that are all made in the same place, and My Patriot Supply is one of those companies. Let's see here. So the next thing we need to do is diversify your emergency food storage. In addition to purchasing prepackaged survival food, it's important to diversify your food storage plan. Personally, I keep a combination of bulk dry goods such as wheat, rice, oats, beans, and sugar, canned foods, especially proteins like meats, and vacuum sealed frozen meats. This approach ensures that you have a variety of nutrients and calories for both long-term and short-term emergencies. Now, a simple tip. Store bulk quantities of cooking essentials like spices, oils, which can be frozen for longer shelf life, and complementary foods. A diversified food storage system ensures you're prepared for a wide range of situations and can rotate your stock efficiently. So let's see here. Roadway 69 Augustin Farms for us 6 months worth so far was about 630 gallons of water. Ooh, Mr. J, you were on the ball, man. You were on the ball. I'm going to put you on the screen. That's and I don't do that because you're not a member. I only put members on the screen. So Mr. J, welcome to the chat and or to the channel. Make sure you subscribe and contemplate becoming a member. I recommend the Doomsday Prepper subscription. Let's see here. Let's see. Now I'm going to go watch that tonight. But Mr. J is spot on with this. Augustin Farms for us 6 months worth of food for about 630 gallons of water. And also, guys, don't forget, you need to rehydrate all this freeze dried food. You got to rehydrate it. You're going to need more what? Agua. You're going to need more agua. Let's see here. I'll look at OPS. Thank you. No problem, Road Rage. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Too close to real though. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking. Probably talking about some kind of movie or something. All right, let's see here. So, some final thoughts, guys. Buying a prepackaged survival food can be a quick and easy way to start or supplement your emergency food storage. While it tends to cost more than DIY options, the convenience and long shelf life make it a valuable part of any prepper's plan. Just be sure to focus on the calorie counts, packaging types, and ingredient quality to get the best value for your money. Okay, so going to the chats, now's the time, guys. If you guys have not hit that chat, that's the end of my data industrial something logical kind of stuff spiel. So now is the time to vote if you want to. And also make sure, if you have not done it yet, put it in the chat what type of food that you prefer to have for long-term storage. Let's see here. It's the weekend. Yeah, I'm going down to North Carolina, and yeah, we got some stuff to do down there. And yeah, that is going to be about it for today, guys. Once again, if you are not a member, please contemplate doing that. If you're on your phone, find the words more highlighted in blue, push that, slide all the way to the bottom and join, and then it'll give you some options. I recommend the local prepper one, so you get all of the behind the scenes and specialty content. All right, guys, that's going to be about it. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to say that again. Stay safe. Have a great weekend, and I will see you when I see you. We'll talk to you guys later. And for the members, I'll be in the chat. Bye-bye. I'm pushing that button right there. You know what? I'm going to do something a little different here.